Alrighty, hello everyone, and welcome back to Slay the Spire 2. Last time we made it all the way to the Act 3 boss with the Ironclad. However, unfortunately, we did not win that fight. But this time, we're taking the Ironclad back one more time, and I think we're gonna win this time. Now that we know a little bit more, we know a little bit better, we should be able to, as long as we get some good cards, we should be able to beat the final boss this time. Let's see, from now we can either transform a card, procure a potion, or we can cut 2 cards from the deck and get a really thin deck to start. I kind of like the idea of that. We can cut out 2 strikes, and we can just add some extra attacks early, and hopefully that can make up for it. But you can usually get some good attacks with the Ironclad. Defenses I have found I've struggled to find, so I think we'll go this way. Let's see here. I like this shop here. We'd have to fight one of these elites, but we can try and get a lot of combat. So that would be 2 elites if we go this way. I kind of like this path. Up here, fight this elite, and then we can decide if we want to rest or if we want to fight some more. And then we can go to the shop, fight an elite, and then fight the boss. I like that way. Alrighty. Who are you? Fuzzy Worm Crawler. You will attack. Well, that's too bad. I block more than you can attack, so good luck with that. Haha. Nothing. Not even a little scratch. Alrighty, let's make you vulnerable. Hit you. You're gonna buff. I think you're probably just gonna get stronger. Yeah. Alright, now you do a little bit more damage, so that's tough. I don't think... Yeah, we can't kill you, so we'll do just 1 attack in a couple blocks, and should be able to kill you here. That's 8 plus 9. That should kill you. Yes. Perfect. And we get a flex potion early. I do like strength with the Ironclad. Add a copy of the 3rd attack you play each turn into your hand. We tried Evil Eye last time and we just didn't get the exhaust engine needed. I think Headbutt always kind of works. You can just pick what card you want to bring back. So we'll pick Headbutt. It's a good attack early. And we can just bring back whatever card we want to bring back if we need to defend for the next turn or whatever. Let's see. Okay, so we are doing 30% less damage. But we can keep you vulnerable with this. I like that. Let's keep you vulnerable, put up a little bit of block, and we should hopefully be able to kill you this turn. Let's see, 6, 12. That is enough to kill you. That's not too bad. We're already almost back to full health, even after our first strike, or our first little blessing from Meow. Let's see here. Colossus gain 5 block. You receive 50% less damage from vulnerable enemies. So the more vulnerable that we make people, the better. 2 or 5 damage twice, or just some more vulnerable. We kind of have a good vulnerable system going with Bash, but we're not tied into it really. Twin Strikes is a decent attack, but it's just not much later on. I think Tremble can help us to keep enemies vulnerable and maybe play off of that later on. So let's Headbutt. Can we Headbutt? We could Headbutt Tremble to bring it back. But we need to defend a little bit. What is this? A colorless potion. let's drink our colorless potion. And I'm good with an ultimate defend. That makes it so that we don't have to worry about defending here, and we can, I think, just keep hitting you, and we'll bring back Bash for next turn. Even though that ultimate strike, or whatever it is, might have been better. The ultimate defend might have been better. But Bash is 12, strike is 9. It's not cool. Yes, it is, right? That should be enough to kill you. Yes, perfect. Perfect damage. Exactly lethal. Alright, Infernal Blade is very different in this game than the first one. Now, or no, that's Ritual Dagger that I'm thinking of. That's a different card. I don't even know if that's in this one. I haven't seen it yet. Add a random attack into your hand. It's free to play this turn. I think we're going vulnerable. We're just making enemies very vulnerable at this point, so Molten Fist to double that, I think just keep single enemies especially vulnerable early. Like this guy, if we were able to build up some vulnerable on him, like we can, because we can do this and this, and then if we can double it, then he'll just be vulnerable for the entire fight, and we won't have to worry about it. Yeah, Molten Fist to keep you vulnerable forever. You're dead, and then we just defend 1, and we'll take a little bit of damage, but shouldn't be too bad. You do keep bringing him back every turn, though, which is kind of annoying because we have to keep using a strike on him. But we can continue to bash and strike, and you're going to do some damage to us. But we should be able to get you down pretty quickly. We can headbutt. I mean, bash is probably our best attack right now. Yeah, no, it does it takes 2 energy to play. We'll just keep bringing it back. We need it. We'll throw that up and that, and we're gonna take some more damage. But keeping this enemy lower probably is a good thing for us still. Let's go. Just a strike does 9, headbutt does 13, and then we could put up 2 defends, and we shouldn't have to worry about you too much. Oh, we don't even get a card back because we didn't have anything in the discard pile. But we can just defend through the attack here, and we should be able to just kill you next turn, hopefully, and not have to worry about those dazes. Yes, and you are dead, and that does it. Perfect. Took a little bit of damage there, probably too much, but we'll be alright. I think we should be able to make it through. Deal 10 damage to all enemies. That's a good potion. Second Wind. Gain 5 blocks for each card. Deal 6 damage. Deal 2 additional, so that's Perfected Strike. And we cut 2 strikes, so I don't think Perfected Strikes works too well for us. Armaments could work. Upgrading cards in our hand is pretty good. It's not my favorite card, but it's a little bit of block and it helps us a little bit. So like we can do this, and we can upgrade. Why don't we upgrade Molten Fist, because the damage will be good. And then we can play Tremble and Molten Fist. And then he's vulnerable for a long time. Yeah, we take a little bit of damage again, but it's just kind of the nature of it. And we got probably the worst draw we could possibly get on this turn with him just debuffing. But it is what it is. We'll make it through. We'll defend as much as we can, take the least amount of damage. We're probably going to take a little bit this turn, or this fight. Yeah, especially with this turn. We do not have many blocks right now. Headbutt, we'll just upgrade Headbutt. We will block some more and just do this. And we'll bring back armaments for next turn. We're going to take, again, a bit of damage. I don't even think this is an elite. This is just a normal guy. We still have to fight an elite after this. This is not going so hot. Armaments. We'll upgrade a defend just to make sure that we can block all of this and still do some damage. And you should be dead next turn. We'll be a little over 50 health going into our fight against the elite. So I'm not too worried about the fight, but we'll probably have to be careful. We'll take a setup strike to get some strength going. You are a little bit scary to me. It's 5 strength and we lose it at the end of the turn. This isn't a bad turn to play it with bash and strike. It's not my favorite, but I think getting some early damage on you is good. Try and whittle you down as fast as we can, because we don't have long before you start doing some serious damage to us. We can go setup strike. Probably should have played tremble first. But I guess it doesn't matter. You were already vulnerable, so you were going to take the same damage anyways. But we can play headbutt and bring back setup strike to keep our strength going up. And with some extra strength, we should be able to do some good damage. Let's see. You're doing 25. That is quite a bit. If you do this, you'd be doing 10. That's 15. So that's probably 17 if we play setup strike first. That's 10. That's only 27. So we're going to have to defend a bit. I think we will upgrade a defend, play it, and then double your vulnerability so that you stay vulnerable longer. And yeah, we take some damage again, but we really just need to get you dead. So, and this turn is going to be bad. 25. We're going to be pretty low on health. We're probably going to have to rest at our next campsite. We should be able to kill you here, yeah. That is not a great fight. I will take a taunt. Again, applying more vulnerable, and it's a decent block. So we have to go through one more fight, and then we can go to a campfire. We do not have very much AoE. That does 7. Does 9. So we can do this and this to kill you, and then this will kill you, and then we just have to deal with the last 2 big guys. They are going to put some slimes in our deck, but I'm not too worried about them. That is quite a bit of damage from them though, so we're gonna have to put up some blocks. And setup strike puts you at 20. I don't think that, yeah, it doesn't really help us much. Might have been good to play earlier. We are definitely going to have to rest at this campfire. Let's see. We have armaments. We can play for some block. Upgrade the defend. Actually, we probably should have just upgraded taunt because we're going to play that instead. And then we'll hit you. We won't take any damage, but they're going to add some more slimes. This one's a little tight. A little tight. But we can kill you with this. Just block through this damage, and then we can focus you down next turn and kill you. So we can headbutt back. I guess a bash. Doesn't really matter. I guess, yeah, we didn't want to draw there, but it doesn't really matter. You should be dead this turn. You are not dead this turn because you put so many slimes in our deck, and I don't want to take 8 damage, so we're going to have to use our potion. That's unfortunate. That is Honestly, really, really bad. Let's take another setup strike, gain some strength every turn, hopefully. We have to rest. We need health. Especially since we need to go to another elite up here before we can rest again. But we can get a relic whenever you shuffle your draw pile. Well, we have a slightly small deck, but it is getting full already. Let's see. So we can go Tremble. It wears off your artifact, and we'll go Bash. And then hopefully we can start building up some strength and some more vulnerable this turn. Let's go Armaments. We can go Setup Strike or Defend. We're gonna have to play a Defend, but doesn't matter if it's upgraded or not. So might as well just get the strength up and hit him as hard as we can. Let's see here. We'll definitely taunt to apply vulnerable. We'll do one more defend and then Molten Fist. Keeps you vulnerable a little bit longer, and we should be able to kill you this turn with a couple of attacks. If we get any. We should. Yeah, we have enough. We're good. Perfect. Let's see what we have. Some AoE from Breakthrough. Yeah, it loses 1 HP. I don't usually love that system, losing HP to do damage or to get block, but we might have to be honest. We need AoE really bad, so let's take it, try it out. We'll go to the shop. We have quite a bit of money. See what we have. Mangle. Lose 50 or deal 15 damage. I think Vira works really well for us here too. We cannot get them both, but we can get this and Inflame to get strength. What do you do? Strikes and defense gain ethereal. So they just disappear. I don't hate it, but I also don't love it. I think Vira and Inflame, just to make us strong, and then a Shrug it off, works really well for us because we could use some block. I think that makes us quite a bit stronger. It makes it a lot easier. Choose 2 of 8 random cards to add to your deck. Or the chosen cheese. At the end of combat, gain 1 max HP. It is pretty early to get that. So we could have pretty high HP towards the end of our run. Yeah, I don't think we need to add cards, but I don't love losing 14 HP. But I think it might be the best for us. And since we have it, let's start taking some combat. We can taunt. We can Armaments and Flame to gain 3 strength off of it. And then we don't take any damage, but we should be pretty strong for the rest of the fight here. What does that do? Constrict while the Slithering Strangler is alive at the end of your turn. Okay, so we have to make sure that we're blocking, which we have no blocks, which is very, very unfortunate. So we can do this. Can we kill you? We cannot. Oh, we can, but... Okay, well, let's do a defend and a strike on you, and then we'll unfortunately have to use our fire potion to kill you. We'll still take 5 damage, but it's a lot better than a lot of damage that we were going to take. Let's go setup strike and headbutt. Bring back taunt in case we need a block next turn. That doesn't kill you, so I'd rather not lose the HP. I'd rather defend so that we don't take any damage this turn. I almost did not play that defend, and we would have taken 3 damage for no reason. But now we should be able to just go this, and you're dead. Perfect. Get a Gambler's Brew, and gain 1 strength for each vulnerable on the enemy. That could be really good. I really, really, really like that, actually. So we put up a lot of vulnerable, and especially if we can get Molten Fist to make somebody really vulnerable. If we can get like 6, 7, 8 vulnerable, you can get some pretty high strength on somebody. Not super good early, but we can, I guess, shrug it off, see if we can get a decent card. We don't, so we just play this and this and move on to next turn. I do think our AoE attack could be really good because this guy splits. We need to block. We're going to take 6 either way. So I'd rather start making you vulnerable. I know you lose one at the end of your turn, but we can hopefully add some more. There we go. We can make you 6, and you're already pretty low. Hopefully we should get our card. Yeah, we do get Dominate, so we can gain... Yeah, we can gain 5 strength. So we should be able to kill you either way, so we can just gain a bunch of strength this turn. And then headbutt you. And... oh, we just shuffled our deck, so our headbutt doesn't do much for us, but hopefully this turn we draw our breakthrough. We did not at all. And actually I'm going to use our Gambler's Brew here to just cut all of these. Yeah, just cut all of them. Play breakthrough. Play setup strike and attack. And we will take some damage from these infections, but it's inevitable. Alrighty, and you are dead. We'll use Bash to kill you because it's our only attack card for this turn, and we almost didn't get the chance to actually kill you. Happy Flower, every 3 turns we gain an energy. It's not too bad. Okay, Stone Armor or another Taunt. I think we're okay on setup strikes. We already have 2 of them. We have other things that gain strength for us permanently, so setup strike is kind of just a bonus for a turn. Stone Armor is 4 plating, which I think plating comes off 1 at a time, so I don't love it. It helps a little bit, but I think Taunt is just overall a better block, and it adds to our vulnerable. So I think we're good there. And we'll rest again. Unfortunately, I would really like to upgrade some of our cards, but we just haven't had the chance to. Let's see, okay. What can we do to start off here? I think we're going to go Taunt on the big guy just to gain some block. We'll go Defend, and then Setup Strike is just a better attack, so we'll just play it. And we should... we'll block through most of it. We'll still take 1 damage. But we should be able to focus down our guys pretty well. Okay, so we can go Setup Strike. We could really use some more energy, to be honest. We're gonna have to... dang, they made us frail, too. We're gonna take a lot of damage this turn. So let's play Inflame. And then our blocks. And just block as much as we can. We're still gonna take quite a bit of damage, though. We probably need to worry about killing these little guys. I think they're going to do too much. Let's go Armaments, and we'll upgrade Breakthrough. We can put a Taunt here just to block some damage. Apply Vulnerable to you, and then we'll break through just to do as much damage as we can. Again, we're still going to take damage, but it should only be like 7. It's not terrible, but this fight might get a little scary for a bit. We can go Shrug it off just to make sure that we don't take damage this turn. We can go Setup Strike. And then just Molten Fist. Just to try and kill one of these little guys, hopefully. That should be a lot easier to deal with the big guy if we can take care of the little ones. Yeah, we're going to need to take care of them. Let's see, we can kill one, but honestly, I think we just put some vulnerable here, put up as much block as we can. And then just hit you. Again, we're going to take a lot of damage here. But after this turn, one little guy should be dead. We are frail, that's not good. Let's see. Let's go Breakthrough. Let's actually play Tremble first. So we can go Tremble. We can go Breakthrough. We should have played Dominate first to get the extra strength. That would have been better. And we're dead. No, we survive with like 1 HP, don't we? Yeah, or 2. We survive with 2 HP. Alright. This is really, really scary. We might die here. And that would be unfortunate, but yeah, I think we're dead. I don't think we can block that. We don't have any blocks. We got no blocks this turn. How did we get no blocks? I have them in the deck, I promise. There's just 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, 8 of our 20 cards are blocks, and we drew none of them on this turn. And now we're dead. Alright, well. I guess that was a good first try. We'll run it back one more time. Try and see if we can't get a better run this time. Let's see, we got a new Epoch, so maybe we'll get some better cards that we can actually win with. Let's see, what do we get from you? Reopening. Some new potions. And we'll try one more time with the Ironclad. Hop back right in and get it going. Kill the Architect. Alright, Meow. I don't know who the Architect is, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. But what else do we have this time? Choose one of 2 colorless cards. Procure a random potion. Oh, and a card. And the first 3 card rewards you see are upgraded, but the first treasure chest is empty. We could... I think there's a chance to get treasure chests in these question marks. So we could try and hit a few question marks. I think as long as we fight an elite or 2 on this floor. Let's see, because if we go this way, we get an elite here. But it's only 1. We can at most fight 2 elites. I don't think that's too bad if we go this way. Get this elite, campfire elite, and then up here we'll still get 2 relics from this floor. Or do we just get an extra card? Because there's no guarantee that these 3 cards are going to be any good. So, let's go with the coffer. A regen potion is pretty good, and I'll take an early anger. I think that could work. And then we can kind of do whatever we want then. And I will start over here, because I think this gives us the most flexibility. Not exactly sure where I'm going, but we'll figure it out. And we'll just hit you guys as hard as we can on turn 1. Right, it looks like we have the Ceremonial Beast, who I have fought before, and I think is not too bad of a fight for us at any stage. So I think we can do just this, block as much of this as we can. We will take a little damage, but We heal 6 at the end, so I'm not too worried. We'll put up 2 blocks and hit you once, and we should be able to kill you this turn. And move on. We cannot kill you this turn, but we can. Why did we draw a card there? I don't know why we drew a card. Do you draw a card when you play a slime? That is different in this one then. Whirlwind early I like. Helps clear out some AoE for us. And it's just a lot of damage. We'll put up 1 defend, hit you twice, and move on to the next turn. These early guys are pretty easy. We'll make you vulnerable and just hit you with our strikes that way. Does a little bit more damage than the whirlwind. I'll hit you with vuln. That was not what I meant to do, but we are going to play a couple defense anyways. Just playing a little too fast, I guess. We should probably slow down. I think whirlwind does not kill you. Really? 6, 12, 18 this does though. Alright. It's good we do some math sometimes because that can be bad. Add a random attack to your hand to play it's free. I like Body Slam, we just don't have the block cards yet to do anything with it. And it's kind of a dead draw. Because, I mean, doing damage for, like, 5 or 6 is not great. So let's take the Molten Fist again. We just apply Vulnerable. I feel like I have kind of fallen into the same trap over and over with the Ironclad so far, just playing kind of the same system the whole time. Just a bunch of, you know, the same things. So maybe we can get some new cards and things that will help us to break out of that a bit. But I think we should be able to kill this beetle here. That's a pretty easy fight for us, and juggling, add a copy of the 3rd attack you play each turn to your hand, or pillage, deal 6 damage, draw cards until you draw a non-attack card. That could work with anger if we're able to get the deck really low. We could just fill our deck with a ton of angers, but I don't know that we're going to be able to really get there. I think we go juggling. Because if we're able to make a bunch of angers, especially if we're able to get a second one into the deck, we can probably really make that work. And I'm looking here for each other attack. Conflagration would have been great, but we don't have the money for it. I do like a Mangle. Can we get... We cannot get Mangle and Inflame, though. We can do one or the other. Do we like Mangle? It's 3 cost, which is a lot. I think I honestly want to go Inflame and True Grit. Because True Grit should help keep the deck pretty smooth. And then we'll go and we will upgrade Whirlwind, because that's going to be a lot of damage for us. So we'll upgrade Whirlwind, and we'll go here so we can get to this campfire as well. Get another upgrade. We'll play Juggling. We're not super likely to play a lot of attacks in a turn, but it could get us... It could get us some extra cards. We'll go... I think Defend, then Whirlwind. Just to make sure that we're not getting too many statuses, or like, I think they put dazes in our car, or in our deck. Let's go Inflame. Anger kills you. And then just keep hitting you as hard as we can. And then hopefully, maybe this turn we can kill you. We have 2 extra strength. I don't think we need to worry about killing you this turn because we're going to kill you probably next turn if we don't this turn. And we do kill you this turn, so it doesn't matter. Not too bad. I am fine with adding another anger to maybe get some kind of synergy or engine going there. I think I'd like to increase Inflame though. To get 3 strength out of it can make our anchors even stronger. And this is an awful draw. Wow, this is really bad. Okay, well, we'll just play our powers, I guess, and then Molten Fist, and just take the 12 damage because we got no blocks on our first turn. I promise there are decks in here, or blocks in here. I mean, it's only 4 of them, but there are 4 of them in there, and we have not drawn very many yet. Anger, Whirlwind times 3 is 33, so it doesn't kill you. I want to block as much as we can of this, and then we should be able to kill you next turn, hopefully. Attacks cost an extra bit. I think we can still kill you with this, though. Not a bad fight. We can make people more vulnerable. That's pretty good. Flame Barrier is a really good block. I like Fight Me for the damage, and you gain 2 strength each time you play it. Oh, I really like that card. I really like Fight Me, but we need blocks really bad. Oh, are we gonna... Flame Barrier is like the best block, too. Man. It's the best one that I know of for the Ironclad so far. And I really like this because we gain strength each time we play it. Alright, I think we have to take Flame Barrier just because we need to have the blocks in the deck. And then we'll go see what we can find. An additional gold from enemies. I don't hate that. Ooh, the Sword of Stone. Transforms into a powerful relic after defeating 5 elites. Are we really... So we won't get the payoff from that at least until the 3rd floor. Because we're going to fight 1 here. At most, we'll fight 2 on the 2nd floor. And then... on the 3rd floor, we'll get the payoff from it. I don't know what the Sword of Stone does, though. I want to know. We have to try it. We have to just learn what it is. I mean, it's got to turn into something good, right? It said a powerful relic. So I feel like it has to be something really good. We'll upgrade Flame Barrier just because I think it's by far our best block, and it does damage as well. So like we can play it here, and then this guy's going to take damage. We play Anger to get it going, and then play Whirlwind just to do damage to everybody. Okay, yes, flames do let us draw a card now. They used to be that you just played them and they exhausted. Alright, we Anger you. And then... I think if we do... We're going to take 8 damage, I think, either way. I'd rather kill you because we would have taken more than 8 if we would have tried to block, so I think we are better off just doing that. Play True Grit. Yeah, it exhausts that, but that's not too bad. We take 3 more damage. We should be able to kill you, hopefully this turn. We need energy, really. You're a good attack. You're good. You're good. And you should be dead now. Alrighty. Flyconid, you're dead to Anger. I am angry. Let's see, what do we have? Sword Boomerang. That's some more AoE. Pommel Strike allows us to draw better. If we're able to get energy, I think Pommel Strike is really good. Let's go Pommel Strike just because it allows us to focus our attacks a little better. Let's see. We can go Juggling, Anger, Strike, Whirlwind. And it adds a copy of Whirlwind, which doesn't do anything for us because we'd be playing it for 0. A Chemical X, I have not seen in this game yet. I actually don't know if it's in here, but it would be very good for us. I don't really want to draw, but we'll play it just to... Okay, drawing a defend I don't hate, but we're going to need some defends now. It would be really good if we got some defends now. We'll make you more vulnerable for the rest of this. We probably should have played the regen potion. We'll probably play the power potion now too. Let's get... let's take Pyre for this fight, just because I think the energy is going to be very useful for us. We'll defend 1, and we'll just make you vulnerable the rest of the fight. Yeah, we take 20 damage, but there's not much we can do about that there. We take Flame Barrier and True Grit. Yeah, either of those I was fine with exhausting. And then we might as well just block the rest of it. Alright, we're getting a little something going. That power potion is really helpful. This just kills you. Perfect. It's not too bad for an elite. We did take a decent amount of damage. I do love Horncleat. That is a great relic. Spite. I love it. It's not Sprite, it's Spite. Deals 6 damage. If you lost HP this turn, draw 1 card. I don't think we have anything that does damage to ourselves. I think just another True Grit to try and target some exhausts to keep the deck thin. Iron Wave just feels so underwhelming at only 5 each. This might be a skip. I think I skip this. Not great rewards for the elite fight, but we'll play Inflame to get strong, Anger, and then Strike, and we don't want to exhaust cards unnecessarily. Whirlwind would be 33. Not quite enough. We don't have to worry about taking damage this turn because we have Horncleat, so we might as well just do that. And then hopefully... Oh yeah, you are not vulnerable because you had a artifact. But that's okay, you should die pretty easily this turn. Anger just kills you once it plays. Perfect. And we move on. We get a Stable Serum. Retain your hand for 2 turns. It's not bad. Shrug It Off is a good block. I like that. We'll take that for sure. And we'll probably actually Smith it, just because 11 block is really good. This is the Ceremonial Beast. I'm not too worried about this fight. I think we can probably outscale the Ceremonial Beast once they get to 150. They lose all their strength and they are stunned for a bit, so we just have to do a little bit more damage to him. I forgot that we had Horncleat there. We actually probably didn't need to play some of our defends. I'll keep the angers going around. Play Molten Fist. Doesn't quite get you to 150, but next turn... Oh, I forgot that exhausts. We should be able to get you to 150 here, hopefully. We might be able to. We cannot. So then let's just defend as much as we can. Put a card from your discard pile. Cost 0. Or do we just pop the regen potion just to make sure we stay alive? Because we're going to take 12 here. We'll be down to 30. I think we wait, because that regen potion is valuable. I would like to play Liquid Memories on maybe a Whirlwind. No, probably on something a little better. We can go Anger, Anger. Whirlwind will definitely get you down to 150 and stun you. So I'm okay playing that right now. Perfect, okay, so he's stunned, lost all of his strength, so then we're in the second half of this fight. Shouldn't be too bad here. I think we just keep hitting you. I hate getting our 2 good blocks on the turn that he's not attacking. That's right, you make it so we can only play 1 card this turn. And it probably just has to be True Grit, and hopefully it hits a strike. It hit Bash, that's not great. If I retain my hand, does it lose ringing? I think it does. Let's actually drink this. Retain the hand for next turn, because Anger, we have to play the Angers. Just to, I mean, they're free damage and they keep coming around. I'd like to get some more strength from the deck as well. We'll block, get some more Anger. That's a pretty good turn. We only take 1 damage and we did quite a bit. Okay, you're gonna buff me, or debuff me again. I think that's probably the same thing, but you're pretty much dead. We should only need 1 card to kill you next turn anyways, because 1 attack just kills you. Yes, perfect. Ceremonial Beast, I think, is the easiest boss that I fought. Definitely the most straightforward. I do really like Pyre. We need energy. And that is actually really, really good for us. I think Pyre is the way to go. I do also like that one that was vulnerable enemies take 25% more damage. That would have been good too. But I don't think we're putting as much vulnerable on people as we would like to. I think we're a little bit more strength focused right now. We want to fight elites. I would like to fight 3 on this floor if we can. I don't think we can. Which means that we're gonna have to fight 2 on the 3rd floor, which I don't love doing. This way lets us get campfires in between and a second shop. So I think it's gotta be that way. Very Hot Cocoa gives us additional 4 energy to start each combat. I don't want to replace it with the special path because I have a path that I like. Remove 4 cards from your deck. Whenever you shuffle your draw pile, add a soot to your draw pile. It's just unplayable. It does let us get rid of probably 4 basic strikes. Because we have a lot of strikes and we want the Angers to come around as fast as we can. I don't hate this. Let's try Big Hug. And since we don't have too many blocks, we have an okay amount of blocks. I think we'll cut 1 basic defend as well. And then, yeah, we'll go this way, but then here. Hopefully we can smith here. And then get this elite. And then go here. I think that's the best route. Hopefully we can get to 5 elite fights so that we can get our sword relic. I'm hoping that is a strength relic. That's just the most damage we can do, so we just do it. We do also still have our potions, our liquid memory, and the regen. This is a bad Horncleat turn, but we can just play our powers and an anger to get it whipping around as fast as we can. I'll get another... Man, it really would have been good for Horncleat to be on this turn. I think we have to play Inflame, Anger, Defend, and then we can... we have Flame Barrier in here. Let's Liquid Memories our Flame Barrier. And then bash you. There we go, we blocked most of it, and we did a good amount of damage to his shield while he's burrowed. We do get a Soot in the deck, but we can start popping off some Angers. We can shrug it off to draw a card. Wow, okay, well, there's no real point in playing any of those. All it's going to do is block, which he's not attacking, so... just play our... let me play Anger. There we go. And then Whirlwind just kills you. There we go. And then, yeah, we do have the Juggling. We're not using it a ton. Okay, do we want Shrug It Off or Tremble? Shrug It Off is another good block for us. We did just cut a Defend. But Tremble does allow us to put more Vulnerable on for cheaper than Bash. We don't really have anything else making people vulnerable. I think I'm going to take Tremble and see what we can add here. Bludgeon could work. What relics do we have? Whenever you enter a question mark room, heal 4 HP, brew 5 potions, or heal at the start of each boss combat. That does let us probably smith right before each boss. I can do that and still buy Bludgeon. I think we buy Bludgeon rather than cut a card. Since we have cut a few cards, we're still under 20, so we're not too bad. Perfect. And then we'll play Flame Barrier, Anger, Anger, and then just Strike. And we will take a bit of damage, but it's not too bad. That guy's dead. And we can just bludgeon you and you'll be dead next turn. There we go. Not too bad of a fight here. That one's pretty easy. I think our fight kind of works pretty well. Bully can work. Deal 4 damage, deal 3 additional damage for each vulnerable. We do have a Molten Fist that doubles vulnerable. We have Tremble and Bash both add vulnerable. Let's take Bully and see if we can get that to work. Keep doing some combat. Let's see. We can go... do we just Anger and then Bludgeon? And just whittle away at one of them? I think we just start whittling away at one of you. You should be able to die pretty easily. We do have some Toxic. At the end of your turn, if this is in your hand, take 5 damage. We can exhaust it by playing it. Which I might do. Because I can do this, and then just exhaust these, so that way I don't have to worry about them. And then we still don't take any damage, and we should be able to kill you, hopefully, soon. Play Flame Barrier. Or Molten Fist. And Tremble, because if we Tremble you, Molten Fist will only take 4 damage, I think, right? Yes. And then we can defend. We'll take some damage from these, but it's not too bad. We finally get Pyre, which we definitely want to play. There's no point in playing Shrug It Off, so we'll just play Pommel Strike. And yeah, we draw a card. And it is Bludgeon, which is very bad. But we should be able to just Anger, Tremble, Whirlwind kills you. Perfect. I feel like the fights are going pretty smooth. Distilled Chaos plays top 3 cards of your deck. Unrelenting can work with Bludgeon if we ever draw them on the same turn. I know we tried that before, but I think it's our best bet there. Let's see. A couple of Chompers. Negates 2 debuffs. Okay. So we can go Anger. I think we go Anger, Bludgeon, and unfortunately, I think we just play Distilled Chaos to try and get... Pyre is great, Defend, and an Anger. I'm okay with that. We do take quite a bit of damage still, but I think that's a good trade-off there. Whirlwind for 4. We are blocking most of this damage anyway, so I am okay with that, because it kills you and makes you pretty close to dead. Let's see. I'd say Unrelenting and see if we can't draw a decent attack off of it. Nope. We can Shrug It Off. We can Inflame and then just strike. And not quite kill you, but you should be dead this turn now. As long as we draw something other than Dazes. Bash will do it. That is good enough. And Cascade. Play the top X cards of your draw pile. So it's basically Distilled Chaos, but it takes our energy to do it. That would work very well if we could get a Chemical X, Cascade, and Whirlwind. Especially with the Juggle, if we can duplicate a Whirlwind into our deck that way. I just feel like Setup Strike is a little underwhelming, the way that I've seen it. Just because the 2 strength not staying around feels a little weak. Because it really only ends up being an extra like 2 or 4 damage. It's a lot less, I think, than it feels like. So let's try Cascade. Right, Whirlwind will go very well in this fight, and in fact getting it right away is very good. However, getting no blocks right away is very bad, except for Shrug It Off. And Whirlwind probably would have been a lot better next turn. Let's go Shrug It Off. Defend. Pommel Strike. Anger. A Chemical X would go very well, because we could play then our X cost cards for 0. Oh, we're weakened. That's not good. We do have 14 block already. Let's go Inflame. I don't want that to hit Bludgeon. I really hope it doesn't. Okay, hit the Defend, so that's not too bad. Might as well just deal the 5 damage. And we'll take 7. But in an elite fight, I'm not too mad about that. Unrelenting. And Bash. I'd really like to not be weakened. And we're really not getting any of our blocks in this. Man, I just feel like we never draw our blocks when we need to. Alright, well there's Cascade. So Flame Barrier is, I think, just a necessary play. And then Molten Fist just to kill you so that we don't take quite as much damage. And then again, Chemical X would be very good because we could play it for like 2. Alright, let's see what we can do. Alright, neither of you are... Can we... Neither of you are vulnerable. So that doesn't kill either of you, but Anger can probably then kill you. Yeah, and we're gonna take... Go away, Anger. We're gonna take 18 damage. That's so bad. We might as well play Bully. Man, and you're gonna come back. Oh, that's so bad. Okay, well, we're gonna be very low on health, but we can definitely kill you and hopefully kill you with Bludgeon. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's not very good. We are very, very low on health. A bowler hat gained 20 additional gold. I mean, sure, we'll go to a shop. Thunderclap just to AoE and some more. Vulnerable on people. We need to rest. That's unfortunate, but we need to. Really wanted to smith there. Blood Vial helps a little bit with our health problems. We can smith here, though. Cascade, again, makes it playable for 0, which is good. And hopefully at the shop we can find a Chemical X. Gain Debt. Divine 6 times. What does Divine do? I've not been told what Divine does. I don't know what it does. I don't want to pay 60 gold because we're about to go to a shop. Ah. What is this? Okay, how does you divine? Reveal your future by revealing the tiles. Select small divination or big divination and reveal the tiles within the crystal sphere. Or receive it at the end of... Okay. Revealing some items may be dangerous. Okay, so like I bet there's probably like curses or something in here. So that looks like a card. That looks like gold. Okay, that's definitely gold. And that's a card. That's a rare card. I see. I see. I can do... this to figure out what's over here. Nothing. And then we do a small one here to get this card. And then we do this area to get this gold. And then this area to get this. And this gold. I feel like we're doing pretty good. We're going to gain probably a lot of cards here. Right, because I think we have to go here to get that card. And that gold. Okay. Decent amount of gold and 3 new cards that we can add. We do have a pretty thick deck again. Demon Form is great. I like... Whenever you lose HP on your turn, gain 1 strength. So that's if we have a card that does damage to ourselves, I think, which I don't think we do. 3 additional damage for each card in your exhaust pile. We don't exhaust a ton, but we exhaust a little bit. I think I'll take Stone Armor. I don't love plating, but it's at least a little something. And I think this one's a skip. None of those attacks do much for me. And then we go to the shop. And we can take... double the amount gained. Can apply vulnerable right away to people. At the end of your turn with no cards in your hand, deal 20 damage to all enemies. I don't feel like we're going to get there very often. Rage, I don't hate because we do play a lot of attacks, especially with our angers. Let's take Rage. let's cut our dead. Yeah, let's cut this just so that we're not hurting on on gold. Stomp. Stomp can work with our angers as well if we can draw it with like 2 or 3 angers in the hand. It's a pretty good strike. And I think we leave it at that. And once again, we have made quite a big deck. What do you do? Whenever this enemy is hit by an attack, deal or add 1 dazed. That is extremely bad for us. I'm going to drink this to put up our defense and make you vulnerable for a couple turns. And you're going to add like 3 dazes to our deck, aren't you? No? Oh, it just deals the extra damage. It doesn't attack each time for it. That's good to know. So it's not a multi-attack, it's just 1. Unfortunately, most of our damage comes from hitting you a lot of times, not very hard. However, you are already down to like half health. We can keep you vulnerable and play stone armor just to have the extra armor out there. It's not a ton, but it'll help keep our health up a little bit. Whirlwind with you vulnerable does 12, 36. Anger is not going to get us there, but we don't have any blocks anyway, so we might as well just hit you as much as we can. Yeah, it's going to add a lot of dazes to the deck. And then just play Cascade for 1. Which I think it just played a Dazed, I think. Ugh, yikes. Okay. We just have to do 20 damage this turn, which we cannot do, and we are dead. Man, those dazes are bad. Oh, we're dead. Oh, no, I feel like our deck was actually doing pretty well there. Man, well, I guess I lied. This time we are not beating the Act 3 boss because we couldn't even get to the Act 2 boss. But if you enjoyed it, thank you for watching, and hope to see you next time. We will continue to try and beat Slay the Spire 2 with the Ironclad, but we might have to switch to the Silent because I do know that I am better with the Silent. I do like her abilities a little bit better. But also we still need to discover some epochs and stuff and get new cards and things in the deck, in our decks, so that we can be stronger and better at the game. But over time we'll get better, but yeah, if you enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.